G'day Lions fans, thanks for joining us here in the grandstand at lovely Springfield. It's with great pleasure and delight I introduce you to a 75 gamer for this weekend. The first one in AFLW history to do it, Ali Anderson. Congratulations, well done.
Appreciate it. Thanks
Well
for having me.
Can you believe 75 games? After,
yeah, I know. I feel like I only just reached my 25 and then suddenly I'm on 75.
It's happened quick, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Like last year with the double season, it's sort of zipped along really quickly. What's your best memory over 8 years?
Oh, I feel like that's like the easiest question in the world, the premiership.
Sweet redemption. The Brisbane Lions are queens of the jungle.
I'll remember that night because I hung out with Reggie and Lee there a bit on that night, and I had you at one point just hanging on to us all night saying, I can't believe this, I can't believe this. I played in 8 grand finals and never won one. So
9.
Tell everyone about your grand final history at Quaffle level.
Yeah, well, 9 grand final losses throughout like my playing career. And then that was my lucky 10th. So finally got there. So yeah, it just meant a lot, obviously.
Which is good and bad. Like if you're showing up for the last game of the year every footy season, like most people would kill for that.
Yeah, I always use that as an example. I'm like, maybe I'm not, not bad luck, just bringing the team into it.
Oh,
you always say that to me. So.
Absolutely, we're better with you in the team, that's for sure. But actually, who introduced you to footy in the first place?
So it was high school.
Yep.
Ross Clayfield. He was
I know
the
Ross.
coach of UQ the last 2 years.
Good man, Roscoe.
Yeah, and he was just like absolutely obsessed with AFL, obsessed with the Demons.
Yeah, you weren't though.
No, I didn't really watch any footy or like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, played a little bit in high school, and then just like, the yearly comps, the Brisbane Lions Cup. And then it got to year 11, and he took us all down to Melbourne. And that was my first time to Melbourne.
Wow.
Because we like won the cup up here, so then he wanted to like take us down and like give us some experience of the Melbourne world.
Yeah, so that's Kedron High School?
Yep.
Yep.
And then, so we went down and then versus them teams, and then I sort of like loved it after that. And then the year after, he got the coaching role at Zilmia and sort of dragged our whole school team along. And like everyone was so serious, and Brie Brock's sister, Rox, was there, and she was all serious. And I was like, oh, nah, this isn't for me. Like, you guys are taking this this is too serious. Like, nah, I'm not doing it. And then my sister was like, no, come on and play. And I was like, oh, like, fine. And then, I made the under-18s Queensland team that year. And then made it the next year, then made the women's team. And then
Who was in your under-18 Queensland team?
Emily Bates, Jordan Zanchetta.
Yep.
Brie Conan was in the second year. She played women's my first year of under-18s. She was the same age as me too, so 17-year-old playing women's.
So it all happened pretty quickly around then, and you're playing Quaffle and you become a star of Quaffle. And I think we picked you in a Queensland women's team that we went and played New South Wales at Blacktown, I think, and you might have got a sneaky best on ground that day. I was coaching, so I remember that one. So you are an original pioneer of this whole caper. When the Lions first got their licence, which was, I don't know, halfway through 2016, and I get on the phone to you and say, how about being part of the first Lions team? Your response to me was less than reassuring, I've got to say, because, I've got something on. So
had a holiday planned. I was going to America, and it was right smack bang in the middle of pre-season. So I didn't want to really like let you down and let the team down. So I was like, I just won't be in the team this year, and maybe I'll try again next year. But then you were, pretty insistent. And you're like, no, like just put your name in. Like, it'd be fine. I was like, okay, like, you sure?
I can assure you it wouldn't happen these days. No one's going on overseas. No one's missing pre-season.
Especially not to America.
No, I know. Well, that was your first trip as a family too, wasn't it? So it was a pretty big one for you.
Yeah, well, and we had it booked before AFLW was even really a thought.
Okay, so we skip forward and we've played first year of AFLW. What's your best memory of the first year? Like, there's a few in there, I reckon, like, because we were all blown away by people actually showing up and watching us and all that sort of stuff. So what was your experience?
I reckon the first game against Demons at Casey. And I remember showing up on the bus, and there was just like a line of people outside of the field, and I was just
coming to watch Ali.
Like they're actually like watching us. Like people care.
That,
and then also even like the Friday night before that, And we all sat around after training and watched Carlton versus Collingwood. It was a packed icon.
Yeah.
And it was just like one of those like, oh my goodness, we're going to be playing soon.
Yeah.
In front of a big crowd, you know, on the Sunday. So.
And I remember looking at your faces. It was like, holy moly, what's in front of us like that? Because it was 20,000 at Icon. And,
the grand final was my birthday as well, so we've stayed down at the Gold Coast, and I remember coming down in the morning and everyone was singing happy birthday, and then we had the grand final that day, so obviously we didn't get the result, but like it's still a pretty special memory. Yeah,
great experience.
Yeah.
Why, I've always been intrigued, I don't know whether I've ever asked you this to be honest, but why did you stay? Like surely you would have had little nibbles along the way there from other clubs, but what keeps you at the Brisbane Lions?
I just love the club. I love the people. I feel like I'm definitely a very loyal person. So like I feel like I'd feel guilty myself if I was to ever, you know, go anywhere. And because I'm just so passionate about it, I feel like, you know, I've been here for 7 years. That's 7 years of my life. So it's just something that I'd never really thought about. You know, did a couple of nibbles, but I sort of never really entertained the idea. I feel like there was a period there where people maybe thought I was entertaining it, but I was like, I'm a Lion through and through. So.
Well, you got a pretty feisty manager. So, hello, Alex. She always gets the best deal for her clients. But it's always been great that you know, at the end of the day, you've always chosen to stay with us. So.
No, I love Lions, and very happy here.
From the person that we first knew and met, you know, nearly 10 years ago, where you're as quiet as a mouse. Even your first couple of years in AFLW, there was not much being said, to now being vocal, boisterous, in the leadership group regularly, a key sort of contributor to everything about this team. That's one of the really super things from my point of view, to see your personal growth and all of that, not just as a player but as a person. So how do you feel about all of that?
I guess as you said, I come into like the first couple of seasons and I was very quiet. Like, I don't know, I just sort of have always been like a more shy person. I have like a little bit of a split personality. Like I can be very confident and very like loud too. Like I think that's sort of the personality I am more these days, just a little bit loud, get around everyone.
We can hear you coming now. Like you'll hear the laugh 50 metres away. So
a lot of that has come from footy and just developing like a lot of confidence and those really close connections with a lot of the girls and a lot of the staff, and just being really comfortable where I am. So I feel like I've definitely developed and grown a lot over the last few years, and that's with leadership too. Like I never would have thought in my first or second, even third year, that I'd be anywhere near the leadership group. You know, as I grew in confidence and grew in personality, I was sort of like, oh, like that's actually a possibility for me. So, you know, I put my name in 1 year and I didn't get selected, and that was so fine, because it was about, you know, getting my name out there and saying like, this is the direction I want to go in. And then, was elected the next year, and then have been in it for the last few years. It's pretty special to me, and to be able to contribute and lead those next girls coming through, and the fact that they sort of look up to me as well is something really special to me, and I'm so glad that I can contribute in that way as well. Yeah,
that's your true leader there. Like you've got a bit to say about how you want your team to function, but more importantly, they follow you. Your actions speak way louder than anything you say. So now you love it when I come to you and say, do you want to go and play half forward for a quarter? It's one of your favourite moments. You have kicked a few snags when you've done that. So is there anyone that stands out for you?
The Freo game.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Yeah, was it 2021?
21, yep.
Premiership.
Yep. Freo are on the big long winning streak at Fremantle Oval. Yep.
And I just remember, like, I was in the forward line, and we've gotten a clearance out of the middle, and I've just come up and I was like, I have to win this ball, like, and I just like attacked it, and then like I turned around and like it got kicked into like Jessie, I think it was, and I was like, I have to get like help here. And I just like had I was just so determined to get the goal, and then it like ended up in my hands and I kicked it, and I was like, oh, I kicked it. So it was like, I mean,
got your face rubbed into the dirt. Got up with a smile on your face.
It was definitely like a really good moment. And it was just I was so happy to have gotten the goal. But I haven't actually kicked a goal this year, which, you know, I always get like, you know, at least 1 goal a year. So I'm still,
you're due.
You know, I'm due for my goal, but happy to set them up too. So
no, good that we haven't got all 4 of you sniffing around the forward 50 looking for a shot. But from that first season where you admittedly came to us a little bit underdone physically after the family holiday, to where you are now, 8 seasons later, as one of our hardest trainers, have whipped your body up into a really tough athletic shape. We notice changes year on year, but particularly this year, like after winning the Women's Brownlow last year and then coming out and putting in a big pre-season and having the European/American holiday of a lifetime, like she was almost going to, she should have got a visa to stay over there. She was there that long, but yeah, but to come back really fit, ready for this season, that training mentality of yours where's that come from?
I'm really competitive, so I don't like being bad. Like I like being my best, and I'm never really satisfied with anything I do. Like, so I feel like that's always, you know, you can, I guess, throw in the towel after you win an award like that, but I'm just never satisfied or never happy with what I sort of produce, which is a blessing and a curse. Obviously, like, it drives me to be better. And then, yeah, I guess this year I had a really good mental break and went overseas for 3 months, and I don't think I went to a gym or did any running for the whole of December and half of January.
I was with you for half of January, so I can vouch for that.
When I got back in February, I was like, okay, like I want to get fit. And I knew, obviously, like after winning that award, like you're going to have more attention, and I didn't want to, I guess, be someone that maybe didn't come back and perform at the same level. Like I wanted to give myself the best chance physically to do that. So I did a lot of my training in the preseason, especially with Orla. And she's obviously a freak runner, so it was like me just trying to chase her around the fields at Ronga and Kedron, and we sort of went all over like Brisbane just doing different runs. So yeah, no, it was really hard, and I felt like I was pushing myself to like a little bit more, and like it was hard, but like I was like, oh, like I got through that, like I could do it. So yeah, I just sort of got better every session, and then I just wanted to give myself the best chance physically. I guess with that.
You've lived a full life. The last 18 months, you've had what, 2 trips to Europe? I remember waking up one morning in Basel, and I turned my phone on, and there's Ali underneath the Eiffel Tower. And I'm thinking the day before you're in Brisbane doing something. So I quickly got on the text here. She said, I'll be at your place tomorrow. So that all happened really quickly. But that's one thing about me being over there. I love having you guys around for a quick visit. We came over. We were in Ireland with Orla last year, and you showed up, watched a few games of Gaelic, watched Jen. We watched Jen. We had a sneaky peek at Jen playing for Dublin.
Gave us a trip back to Tip.
But went and saw the O'Dwyers. Crammed a bit in that weekend. But yeah, you've done some travelling, and you're even an honorary member of the Basel Dragons. So they love that, because they as soon as you won the BNF, they were all up and about. Must be us. Must be us. Still got your hat.
Of course.
So you've covered some ground. We're going down to RSCA Park at Moorabbin this Saturday, and no doubt, you know, there'll be people there to watch you. I'm not sure how many fam are coming, but we'll see. Friends and family, but it is a huge occasion. How do you reckon you'll feel?
Like I don't think it's really hit me yet, but you know, it's so exciting, the fact that I'm, you know, finally reached 75 games. It's been 7 years here, and then even just to get life membership with the Lions is so exciting, and I'm really excited to go down there and just focus on what I've got to do though, and you know, hopefully get the win and play with the team. So obviously that'll be, you know, on the side, but the main thing is to go down and get the job done. It's been a challenging year, but we're sort of right in the mix, and you've been a big part of that, so congratulations on everything you've done. It's been an absolute joy to see your growth as a player in person. And good luck on Saturday, mate. Thanks, so all the best.